Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm continuing my adventure in Waking Up by Vechs, starring me, Joe Hills. And let me tell you, the best thing about playing this map as a speed run instead of a normal run is I don't have to feel guilty about using all the knowledge I've gathered in my research on this map. And when I say research, I mean like I played the map before. I've literally played this map, or at least the first half, the part that Vechs already had done before. Now, so for example, I know that if I go 6 blocks over from there, so let's see, that's going to be, okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, and then, okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, well, this is still 3, 4. While I'm doing this, I want to say real quick, this episode's going to be a little bit maybe different, and it's not going to be like a parental advisory, like, oh, this episode's going to have a lot of explicit language or anything like that, but this episode is going to be a little bit, it might be the sort of thing that might create opportunities for discussion with your children, and if it's not the sort of thing that, if it's not the sort of thing that you're really comfortable with, then, you know, I want to let you know up front that you should probably not continue watching this episode. And in particular, this episode is going to address issues of family and babies. And I know some people get a little bit weird talking about those things, or not weird, but sometimes these things are explained simply to the young or the youngest among us with good reason, and I'm not here to tell anybody how to tell their kids about the way life works. That is a bad idea. Anyway, so, Joe Hills, speed running. Look at how quickly this map is going. Okay, so I want to say, okay, I mentioned in my last episode that my fiance and I had been engaged for 18 months. And some of you guys might know this. When we did the Researchathon fundraiser, we talked a lot about how, because she does medical research in leukemia and whatnot, which was why we did Researchathon as our big fundraiser last year, which thank you guys for contributing to. Anyway, we had, or she's got aspirations to attend medical school and get a PhD as well. And an MD PhD is a very long-term time commitment. And this is something that I'm behind her on 100%. I would feel horrible stopping her from doing anything like that to help people, because she does so much to help me every day. I wouldn't feel like it was fair to the rest of the world to prevent her from sharing how awesome and smart and talented she is with everybody else. Like, I'm incredibly grateful to have her in my life. And because the MD PhD program, though, that's a lot of... Okay, so she had 4 years of undergraduate school, doing stuff in, like, neuroscience and biology and, you know, a whole bunch of chemistry and just all sorts of pre-medical classes, pre-medical physics, all this stuff. Very well educated at the undergraduate level. She still needs essentially 8 to 10 more years to get an MD PhD. And we had talked about it, and we had decided that the best time to have a kid, if we didn't want to wait until essentially 10 years into this, was going to be now. And we had originally been, when we first got engaged, we had set a date in March, and due to inconveniences and family issues and illness with some other extended family members, we had moved it to a different date in March, and then we had moved it again. Well, we hadn't moved it again. We had canceled it. Well, yeah. It was not an ideal situation. And so we have finally just now actually gotten married, but I'm very pleased to share with you the news that I went with my lovely, lovely wife, no longer my fiance. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is good. Thank you, Vechs. I can provide good news while looking at light rather than a wall. The Power Miner 1000. The Power Miner 1000 is no use to me now. But, okay, so anyway, my wife and I went to the doctor's today to confirm that she is pregnant with our first child. We are completely thrilled. And I wanted to talk a little bit in this episode about that experience because partially because I haven't been able to talk about it on video. I didn't want to until we knew that the baby was going to be healthy. And because, you know, that's the sort of thing, like usually you want to go to the doctor before you tell people, oh, hey, we're having a baby, because, you know, just in case there's something wrong and, you know, ooh, I want to go down there. Vechs, don't put things so far away when I'm telling stories. But yeah, so okay, there could be anything over. Okay, so let's real quickly think this out. I'm gonna go up this way. But yeah, so we're just thrilled to announce that we are gonna have our first child. Still a ways off, but it is confirmed that the baby is healthy. We don't know whether the baby is a boy or a girl yet, and we won't for a while because it takes some time for the baby to develop enough. We got to look at a very early ultrasound, and a lot of you guys say playing video games is a complete waste of time. Well, okay, you guys don't, because you watch me play video games. Oh, Vechs, you lit this so much better this time. I like it a lot. We got a tree here. We got saplings. We got, mycelium. Potions low, stone tools and food low. I might grab myself another nice little pick out of there. Excellent. Put that one back in. What I really need is a bed. I need to make myself a bed and move my spawn. Is there anything in the Hylian Monument supply chest? Okay, somebody, and I don't know, maybe this is Morgan's job. Morgan, when you start making videos in here, and you get to the... Yeah, use wool to mark, or no, use beds to mark the wool somehow. What is that? And, okay, somebody needs to start using beds to mark their monument chest. Okay, so this is a speed run, so I don't want to waste any more time than I have to. But I hear zombies down here. Okay. They're probably down there. There's probably some sort of trap or something. I don't want to deal with... Are these going to be silverfish? Yeah, those are silverfish. Okay, I hear them all around me. So, anyway, somebody get on using beds to mark your monument so I can move my spawn. Let's see, what's the most effective way to move my spawn otherwise? There really isn't one. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some potions real quick, and because this is a speed run, we got to keep going. None of these are helpful. Thank you, Vechs. And saplings, I don't need right now. Okay, so speed run, running with speed. Gonna talk about babies some more. So yeah, you know, whoa, plenty of mobs down there. So maybe as I light this up, I can kill a few spiders. Hey, spider, come back here. This is what's known as kiting in EverQuest. So I'm just going to kite this spider back here. And I'm going to stay out of his range. Boom, additional strength. So, for anybody, though, who thought, like, gaming would never come up in real life, you know, if those people still exist, Dwarf Fortress has, which is like a precursor to Minecraft that's got a bunch of mining and stuff in it, and it takes place in like mountains and different terrain and stuff. One of the neat things about Dwarf Fortress, and I'm not going to die over here feeling stupid, is that you have to look at essentially maps on top. You can only look at one layer of the fortress at a time, and then you go like vertically up and down stairs, kind of. And so you can create a three-dimensional image of what the fortress looks like in your head by, like, skimming through the layers real quickly. And that's kind of how an ultrasound works. So the technician skims, or the transducer, I believe it's called. And, okay, so is that enough? Okay, yeah, this is... This is going exceptionally slowly. Speed run. Running at the skeleton. There. I got him. So the technician like moves the transducer across or in this case across Marion, but in general just like the patient's across the patient's kind of stomach over where the baby is, and it kind of provides slices or thin visual layers of the of like seeing inside of somebody. Is that guy mad at me? And I've had to get an ultrasound before once when I was sick. With I've got a stomach thing. It's unrelated, but anyway, I had to get an ultrasound to verify that some chest pains I was getting weren't a heart problem, which they weren't, luckily. But it's really neat seeing how my brain was able to just immediately interpret the ultrasound as a result of just playing Dwarf Fortress all this time. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm hoping Vetches didn't add any TNT over here or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna flee again. Best speed run ever. Let's take a break and get some coal. It's an effective speedrun method. And dying is not, so let's get these guys in a crossfire. And let's not look at the Enderman. And let's shoot the other one with a sword. Sword shot. Shot in the face. And get this guy. Luckily, I don't think Vetch has moved any spawners or anything into this room. Now, my plan is, after I secure the victory monument, I'm going to go through... Oh, I'd forgotten about that building supply chest there. Once I secure enough stuff over here, I'm actually going to go and get the iron armor I need to just attack the areas head-on. Because for those of you guys who watched my first attempt on the map, I kind of didn't really attack a lot of the areas head-on. I did a lot of bridging and a lot of tunneling, and some people don't really like that as much, and I want to differentiate this run from the last one. So I will not be doing as much of those things. Okay. So, other than our friendly Endermen over there, I think that we have secured this area. Has Vetches trapped this over here? I hope not. Let's just quickly look through it. Okay, we got glass along everything. Excellent. Okay, so, where was I? Okay, ultrasound, your brain learns to interpret two-dimensional slices as a three-dimensional whole. Just some observations I have had and otherwise are having about the whole baby thing. Like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm incredibly fortunate to be starting my family with the woman I am. And, you know, like I said, guys, you've really, and this goes for girls too, like, just, you know, hold out for somebody that's really great for you, because I would have been panicking all through this other stuff, you know, if it's like, but, you know, just knowing that I'm with the right person is a night and day difference. But anyway, other things that were kind of weird, like, you know, there's all sorts of stuff that you're supposed to eat or you're not supposed to eat when you're pregnant, and, you know, part of my being helpful is, you know, trying to find things for Marion to eat that are, you know, not gonna be horrible. So it's like, oh, hey, I found you some red meat because it has iron in it. I am now the hunter-gatherer. Look at the red meat I have provided. Okay, stop looking at it and eat it. I know it looks good, but it's also delicious. Devour it now. But, you know, other things that are kind of weird is, I had seen that in some places they were trying to discourage the use of, what some people call pacifiers. I believe in Britlands they call them binkies or dummies. No, they call them dummies over in the UK, I think is what they call them. But I grew up with them being called pacifiers. So that's probably what I'll refer to them as. And so anyway, they're apparently discouraging those as part of a campaign to encourage women to breastfeed, which is kind of an interesting thing. And I thought that was, you know, just kind of like, okay, well, whatever. Okay, I hear doors, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, let's put this down and start this stuff going, and then I'll go look into that. Do I really want to have silverfish just rip up my floor? No. Do I want to rip up my own floor? Also, no. Okay, now I hear them on that side. Okay, they're definitely over here. Okay, let's try that. Nope. Okay, so it's a box about this big. Oh, good, more silverfish. Dang it, Vetches, making me ruin my own floor. This is how evil Vetches is. I don't think he would attach this to a blow-up thing, but I could see it happening. Okay, so that seems to be a zombie in a room full of what will soon be silverfish and zombies. Because, seriously, okay. Thank you, Vetches. Thank you. I know you're, like, busy, like, building your new home and moving and everything, but I hope you take time to watch this video and see the joy that you are bringing me right now. Look at this. Look at how joyful I am. My face and my voice are so full of mirth that they are otherwise just incredulous. Okay, well, I was gonna say that zombie spawner I could actually use to get food zombies. I'm just gonna have to let them break all of these doors, which is the worst way to do a speed run. We are not gonna. Okay, the worst way to do a speed run is without a bed. Dang it. Okay, okay. Speed run planning. Gotta figure it out. Okay. So I have no bow. I have no arrows. Let's go get those building supplies while I continue to talk about this stuff. So, what was interesting, though, is they're not only prevent or discouraging people from using pacifiers to encourage breastfeeding, because apparently it prevents confusion for the baby, but they're also at the hospital now trying to, or the hospital system that we were going to use, and we still plan to. We didn't, like, decide not to use them because of this. But they explicitly said that, like, you shouldn't, like, they don't want you bringing formula into the hospital. Formula is the American word for, essentially powdered milk or baby milk. I'm sure every country has a different name for it. It seems like everything that has a baby word about it, it has a different name in a different country, like pram for stroller, which I understand the British is short for perambulator, but like stroller, that's what I know. That's the word I know for that. And then, you know, just stuff like that throughout all this baby stuff. There's always different names for stuff. And okay, so let's see. The Helix Caverns this way. Legion Halls are through here. Legion Halls was always horrible when I did it last time. Helix Cavern was just massive in general. I'm going to put these here to keep me from getting knocked into the lava. And I hear silverfish. And I don't have torches. Best speedrun ever. But yeah, I'm really wondering, it seems like if they're going to push so hard against using infant formula, like, there'd almost be like a different reason. And if I had to speculate, I would speculate that that reason had something to do with decrease in returns on antibiotics. And the idea that, okay, I saw a spider. Spider? Yeah, spider. Okay. No! Spider, come back! Spider. Well, this area of the map is a lot nicer now, also. But seriously, spider, come back! Hopefully the spider will come down there. Because I would really like to use his silk to make my bed. I'm gonna get hit by a creeper this way, I just know it. Oh, this is so stupidly dangerous. Ah! Why was I surprised when that happened? Why did that not happen? Spider? What the heck is wrong with you? Okay, now the spider's on the ground. Okay, I only have to do this like 15 more times. 14, 8. How many? Wait. 12 more times. Dang it. No, 8 more times. Counting. It's fun. And there's a zombie. So we got some lava in the middle here. I remember this area being way too dark the first run through. I kind of like it better with the additional light the veg has added. Or did it have those lava pools? I don't remember. That was kind of a weird laggy thing right there too. Enderman over there. Don't want to anger him. Okay, so in general, no spiders here. Let's go back and get our iron. Best speedrun ever. But yeah, I almost wonder if the end of the antibiotic era has essentially led the hospitals to try to encourage breastfeeding to discourage the over-reliance on antibiotics that's been happening. Because I know that certain immunity traits are passed through breast milk. And this is a sort of weird thing that was kind of why I'm like, yeah, this maybe is an episode that's kind of weird for your kids to watch, because I'm going to be talking about the immunosuppressive benefits of breast milk. I hope that's not too weird. But, like, essentially what that means is the baby will be healthier if it breastfeeds, because it can take advantage of the immunities that the mother already possesses. And so they want to encourage people to do that such that the babies will have better immunity and not need as many antibiotics, and then not incur such, you know... Oh, wait. Hold on. You know what I need to do here? Look at this speed run. Okay. Why do I expect those to have a freaking sign on them? Boom. Wow, I had a bunch of signs already. Well, that's okay. We're just going to take one of those. We're going to take one of those. And we're... Oh, this is such a long monument now. Whoa, there's even an additional... This is longer than anyone... Dang it! Ugh. You guys, I'm so going to fall in here and I'm going to be mad because I'm not going to have a bed. But, okay, so I'm trying to talk about babies. Babies. Done. Light it up. No, but anyway, so that's just something that I thought was interesting, and the whole experience was just crazy. It was incredible seeing the image on the ultrasound for the first time. I'm really thinking that I don't want to get rid of the spawner. I just want to get rid of the door. But you know what? We got one block up on our victory monument. We made it to intersection 2. In terms of a speed run by Joe Hill's standards, this is like the speediest ever. So now that I've gotten to the victory monument, I can go ahead and start claiming the wool from the other areas, since I already know where several of these are. And so anyway, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff. This series, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's going to be a little bit more life lesson-y, because I've got a lot of stuff that I've been thinking about just kind of leading up to this series. I just haven't had time to talk about anywhere else. So anyway, I hope if that's the sort of thing you like, you're going to get more of it. If it's not, then, you know, go watch something else I made, like Lethamir J. Oh my goodness, you guys are the worst. I hate you. Come on, stupid zombies. Just break all of the doors. They can't break the doors because it's on normal. They'll literally stand there forever. Okay, Vetches, you are the absolute horriblest person ever. You are the horriblest. There's no one horribler than you. Okay, this has just gotten stupid. This has gotten stupid, Vetches. You are not forgiven. Oh, yeah. Look, this is a fun way to spend my evening. It's not like I don't have a new wife and a baby on the way. Nope, I get to bash these doors. How? What is that? Because the players love the sounds of doors banging so much, I've decided in my balanced generosity to give you very own non-stop door banging zombie noisemaker. What are you playing at, Vetches? Now you know. Okay, I might just destroy the spawners. So this is a speed run. We're destroying the spawners. That's gonna be Silverfish! That's gonna be silverfish. That's all silverfish. That's all silverfish. Oh my goodness. That is all silverfish. Okay, okay, okay. I can't describe my face right now. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Vechs!